exceeded all of my expectations. In fact, using it has been the most fun I've had with a phone for as long as I can remember. This thing is just awesome, but nothing is perfect. In fact, I've got 5 complaints and 5 things that I really love about it. And the last one truly surprised me. Just like our sponsor.
Wow, that's very thin and light. Holy crap. I've got every single one actually, and I've got every single color, and we're gonna talk about them. But first, I thought it might be interesting to actually look at the history of folding phones. What a museum I've got here. Look at this collection.
Both very nice, both very expensive. But what's the difference, and which one should you buy? This is actually a really big deal because we haven't had a new type of Galaxy Fold since the Flip back in 2020.
Because this is easily one of the most enjoyable foldables I have ever used, and maybe the first Galaxy Fold that feels less like a cool piece of technology that I have to make excuses for, and more like a normal phone.
Fold 8 is different. It's much closer to a regular phone in width, and it looks like something you'd already have in your pocket. People compare it to a passport, and that's a fair comparison. Still,
this phone every single time, and when I pick it up, whether it's to play games or watch YouTube videos or just to text, I just love using this phone. I want to start things off with the design.
And ever since that moment, I have been telling myself this is the year. I'm gonna buy a folding phone. And for some reason, I just can't pull the trigger. Maybe it's the Fold 8 Ultra. Maybe I needed the word Ultra to sell me. This
Wider view, and we get this passport styling. They have done such a great job at minimizing the appearance of the crease over the years. This is with the display not even on, and also having it fold all the way open flat. So
the moment you go back to a regular phone, you notice how much more fits on the screen when you're scrolling social media or reading a long message thread. On a short, passport-shaped screen, a news or social
I think propping the phone up to literally consume content is something that a lot of people do. Like that's something that I do with every single one of my foldables. This is how I literally watch videos on every foldable that I've got, aside from this.
I can reach most of the screen with one hand, and because the phone is shorter, it actually fits in my pocket like a normal phone, or even better. That completely changes how I use a foldable. With older
is 5.5 inches in a 10:16 aspect ratio. But then unfold it and you have this 7.6 inch main tablet screen with a 4:3 aspect ratio if you're using it in landscape and a 3:4.
This being the most portable, arguably the most stylish of the folding devices from Samsung, and we've still got our external display, very familiar form factor here, but when folded down, just tiny.
I barely use flex mode in the first place, so I will take the stronger feeling hinge and the improved crease. But if you use your Fold like a tiny little laptop all the time, this is absolutely something you should know before picking the Z Fold 8.
Titanium alloy film, and then one is a titanium plate. And from what I've heard from other creators that have covered this, that allows it to not only be a tougher and stronger screen, because if you remember, they're kind of like a little, almost
some recognition here. If you just drop money on the new Galaxy Z Fold 8, the last thing you want is some chunky case that ruins the entire reason you bought a Fold. So let me show you what I've been using on my Z Fold 8. These are
We've gone from 4,400 to 5,000 for the Fold 8 Ultra, which is a nice bump, but it's still not like the 6,000 or so that you get like on a Magic V6. However, interestingly, Samsung say that the priority here is optimizing
carbon battery inside the Fold 8. And despite spending a ton of time on that larger display, this is easily a full day phone for me. Under lighter use, I can finish the day with a surprising amount left.
Most of the updates that come to photos with smartphones now is often a lot of the image processing that takes place after. And of course, Samsung is very proudly boasting a lot of AI features that help with that. I'm not necessarily against it if it does act.
You consider that the Fold 8 is even thinner, of course, way more powerful, better display, and it also fits in your pocket. And believe it or not, but this portrait iPad mode, you could say, has actually been my preferred way of using Z Fold.
Display less and less, but I've started to realize I'm using the inner display more and more. I just love this 4x3 format. It's great for watching YouTube videos. It's great for browsing the web, gaming, all of that stuff.
I wanted all my icons to have the style. Again, some of them no match. Some of them are just random here. So yeah, I'm just not a fan of this. Samsung, please fix it. But in the meantime, if you are looking for a cool wallpaper like this, we do actually offer up to 50% off on.
I'm going to give you the 200 megapixel f1.7 wide, whereas the Z Fold 8 is a dual camera setup. You have a 50 megapixel f1.8 wide and a 50 megapixel f1.9 ultra wide. So you don't get any telephoto. There's no zoom on the new model. If you want
there is plenty of software designed for wide screens and big displays. But there is also a huge amount of software that just stretches a phone layout across the whole screen, and it looks terrible. And these aren't.
I think if you had slightly thicker thumbs than me, or maybe even slightly sweatier fingers, like, opening this thing's kind of a hassle. I mean, since I'm talking to the display, should we just watch something? Let's open up YouTube here. Sure.
A compatible case. I really wish Samsung would just build magnets into these phones already. The only excuse I can think of is the S Pen not working right on its Ultra series, for example. But if you don't have the S Pen capabilities,
the Galaxy S26 Ultra, I was using the S Pen on there. Was I using it very frequently? No, but I was using it at least maybe once every couple of days, and I had gotten used to it. I knew the
emails. It's great. You can open up to 4 windows at once, but the moment you need to type, the realistic maximum is 2 windows. The reason is simple. The keyboard takes up around half the
wireless charging. That's up from 25 and 15 watt respectively. So big bump to battery, big improvement to efficiency, and also faster charging. That's quite a big upgrade. But no Qi 2, which means it doesn't have the magnets in the body of the phone. So if you
never put the volume above 50% on this device. At 50%, my opinion on the speakers completely changes. And this is a good sounding speaker at 50%.
leave with one of these guys. Holy cow, I'm going with the short one. Crazy. I'm gonna go with the short one. I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna live that life. I am properly into that thing. I'm gonna lose the telephoto lens if I go this direction.
You don't need to. And also the Z Fold Ultra, you don't need to. But with the Z Fold 8, no need to make any battery compromises. I think you're really going to like this device, and the battery will
comes out very well, day or night. It has every shooting mode the S26 Ultra has. Astrophotography, AI relighting of your subject, all of it. Video is what you'd expect from any
continuous display, and that's just amazing. And sure, it's smaller than the Ultra's display, but if you rotate the Ultra to landscape orientation, the width is basically the same. Like, look at that, pretty much the same width. It's just that the Ultra